Today I'm filming a video that I really wasn't sure if I was ever going to be able to film. About 3 weeks ago, I placed my first order with Laura Geller, and this was Black Friday time, so there was lots of really good sales going on. And 3 weeks later, after many emails and just confusion about whether or not it had shipped and where was it at, I finally got my stuff in the mail today. So I wanted to put it all on my face for the first time with you guys. Like I said, this is my first order from Laura Geller. It's my first time ever trying their products. I have seen just some older celebrities and other spokespeople demonstrating the products as things that are really good for older skin. My daughter and I have already kind of been like playing in it. The reason why I wanted to try it is because I am 43 now and things don't sit as good on my face as they did when I was 20 or even 30. So I wanted to give Laura Geller a try. We're going to start out with the Spackle Skin Perfecting Primer. The goal of this is to hydrate and moisturize and replenish your skin. Here's what the description says. Refreshing skincare meets our rich cream to gel spackle in one lightweight moisturizing formula. This primer creates the perfect base for long-lasting makeup while adding rich hydration thanks to nourishing shea butter, jojoba seed oil, antioxidants like camellia extract and sunflower extract help smooth and brighten your complexion, while squalane and aloe vera calm and help promote even tone. I did try it out on my hand, and as you can see, I feel like my hand is looking very nice and smooth compared to this hand where I have some extra dryness and of course those age spots or sunspots. But in looking at my hand, I think that this hand that has the primer on it looks and feels smoother and more hydrated. So I'm really hoping that will be a good game changer for my foundation routine. I just pumped out 2 pumps of that, and that may be too much. I'm not sure. You get a lot of this. This is 2 ounces of this primer step in this bottle, and I'm very, very excited to give that a try. While that sinks in, I'm going to put on some eyeshadow primer that I always use, and that's the Milani eyeshadow primer. Pretty much had a full face product except for bronzer and mascara. Of course, I didn't get mascara. I got like a kit that came with the primer and all of the face steps and maybe even the lipstick and the brush. And then I got an eyeshadow palette separate. I think that's what I ordered. It's a lot of different products, but it was 2 items, I guess you could say. I'll try to have like the specific sets that I got linked for you, or at least put a picture of it here so that you can see like exactly what I got in case you're interested and you want to give it a try. So this is the eyeshadow palette that I ended up getting, and it's the Ultimate Palette Neutrally Natural 31 Baked Shadows. And I really wanted to get a big, wide variety of colors, textures with this brand. So it says, create limitless eye looks with one gorgeous palette. It features 31 cream to powder baked eyeshadows and perfectly coordinated neutrals. These beautiful shades complement all ages and skin tones with long-lasting transfer-proof color. So that's what we're going to explore today. It comes in a box that the lid is a little hard to get off. I kind of, wish it was more of like a flip open, but you have to like take it off. And I will say, it came and there was a little bit of, I kind of wiped it off, but as you can see, like right there, it had some like broken shadow pieces, and I was a little worried. So me and my daughter kind of like experimented. I turned it upside down, and one of the brown shades is loose. I think it's I think it might be this one. It's one of somewhere over in here. So I'm just going to have to be really careful about that whenever I am, you know, using it or whatever. So what we are going to do, and I don't think that there's names with any of this. So I'm going to go with this kind of vanilla color. Again, all of these are going to be like super basic. And I don't know what kind of eye look I'm going to do because it's currently like almost 5 o'clock. My daughter and I are wanting to go to the Dollar Tree to, I don't know, mess around, maybe find some stuff, do a little spa night at home. So ultimately, I don't need to be like super fancy, but it's my first time trying this, so I need to give it the best go that I can here. All right. So I'm really kind of feeling like some of the warmer tones, and again, I'm not familiar. It looks like it has some cool tones like that one, and it has warm tones. It's going to take me a little while to get familiar with all 31 of the shades and exactly like what they're made of, but I think I'm just, for today, going to go my comfort zone. So I'm going to go with this brown color, and we're going to put that in my crease. My dogs are currently having a really great time eating the bubble wrap that all this stuff came in. This shade, I can tell, while on the camera it's looking darker than it is in person. It's not showing up quite as orange or bronzy or whatever as it is in real life. But it's applying really nicely, it's blending really nicely, and it seems to be a buildable type formula where it's not super pigmented right off the bat. So that would make it really user-friendly, beginner-friendly. I think I'm content with where I'm at on that particular shade. Now I'm going to take a look at what I can find to kind of like put right here in my crease. I really like this brush set I got from TikTok shop based off a recommendation from Emily Noel. She's somebody that really influences me in my makeup purchases. I feel like she's very informative and in a good way. She's not someone that is like overly consumed with making money off of her viewers through links and sponsored posts and all of the various forms of content. So I feel like Emily Noel is someone that I can really trust. And so she tried this brush set out. I got this brush set. I had like 20 brushes in it for, I don't even know, like $15. It was something really crazy. So I like this brush because I feel like it can go in my crease and do the work of spreading and blending out all of the product there, but it's also small enough that it can go really right here in the depths of my crease to create a little more dimension. So I like that. I'm now going in with this shade right here, which is a little deeper. I think that trying to do a little bit of a gradient is going to be the way to go here. I'm finding that there really is no fallout. There's no powder kick up. So even though my habit is to tap off the excess, there really is none to tap off. So that is very nice. And it could be all part of the baked formula. I'm not super familiar with baked formulas and like the benefits of that versus a non-baked formula. But right now I'm enjoying myself. This is very nice. So next what I want to do is take this shade right here, which is kind of the darkest brown, I think, because this shade seems to be more gray in tone. So I think I'm choosing to use the darkest brown, and the goal The goal is going to be to merge it with my crease color and really get it in there. For some reason on this eye, I have a gap where shadow doesn't really want to go. I always have like a crease right here. I don't know if you can see it on the camera or not. So I have to work really hard to make sure that the shadow gets in that crease by like patting. So that's kind of what I'm doing right now. Patting. And again, with this shade as well, there's no powdery kick up or anything like that. So easy to work with. Again, I'm doing the same action taught by Emily Noel. I'm patting that dark shade here, and then I flip my brush and I kind of like shove it in to my crease and flick it up just a little bit. She's an expert at this step, and I am by no means an expert blender at all. I have a lot of the same brushes that she does, but for some reason, it never turns out like hers. So I'm taking that second brown shade, and what I want to do is just go on the outer part of the darkness, and I want to try to create some drama here by creating a little bit of some shape around the darkness and merging that really dark color together along with this color, but not muddying that dark color either. So let's see, did I achieve that goal here? Maybe. All right, so I think I'm going to just bring that crease shade up just a little higher. This mirror is dirty, very dirty. It's my daughter's eyeshadow palette that Deb's Beauty Diary gave us. Thank you, DW. Okay. I think I'm good on that step. I might take a little bit more of like a vanilla color just to kind of like blend out the brow bone area and just make sure that I didn't blow that out too much. I tend to get a little heavy-handed with things sometimes. All right, so next to pick a shimmer. I'm really enjoying all of this, and the one that's really standing out to me the most is this rosy color right here. I just think that's so pretty, and I always apply shimmers with my finger. Oh, look how pretty that is. So pretty. I don't have any idea if this is going to match like the color, but we're gonna do it. So my plan is to put it over most of my lid. I'm gonna go on the inner part with a shade that looks still rosy, but it's a lot lighter. That's so pretty. I like that. And I am in the stage of life where I can appreciate glitter. I really can. But I really just like working with this type of shimmer best. A shimmer that's not super glittery, but is really impactful, you know? I just kind of prefer that. So when I'm looking at this shade that I thought was kind of rosy, it is, but it's cool tone. A very cool tone. So it's not really like jiving. The colors are not jiving. So how are we gonna fix that? Okay. You know what? Let's see. With this brush set, I do have a flat brush It came, that TikTok shop brush set did come with that. So I think I'm gonna try to like blend that away and go in with like a champagne color maybe, and see if I can change this up a little bit. I think it's all gonna be fine. It's all gonna work together and it's all gonna be fine. Again, I'm just going to the Dollar Tree. But all in all, I find that this eyeshadow palette was very easy to work with. The shades are very buildable. And that, to me, again, seems like it would be very beginner friendly. So I like that. And I'm looking forward to using that again. Again, that was the Ultimate palette. Lots of neutrals in that. So the next step in my getting ready to go to the Dollar Tree is going to be to pull this retractable angled kabuki brush out of the package. I have a kabuki brush from that brush set, but I really wanted to use hers just because I wanted to just, I think it came with the set, and I really wanted to be able to just experience that. I like the fact that it's angled. And again, with some of these other kabuki brushes, something I learned from Emily Noel is if you slide the component down all the way, then it's going to be very loose. If you pull it up a little bit, it's going to be really great for concealer, because the brushes, I mean, the bristles are going to be more pushed together, so you will get more coverage that way. So I just kind of found that very interesting. I had never really even thought about that. The foundation that I chose in this set was the light, or the fair version of the Baked, Balance, and Brighten color correcting foundation. This says that to balance your skin tone and brighten your day. Our iconic weightless formula is baked for 24 hours and hand finished in Italy. That's pretty cool. Giving you the easy application of a powder with the benefits of a cream. For light to medium coverage, sweep and blend all over the face with the kabuki brush. Repeating as needed for fuller coverage, use a denser brush and apply in patting motions. That's pretty helpful to know. And I think just because I'm not really going to need fuller coverage, I might use this for church tomorrow and use the fuller coverage option by pulling the brush up, or pulling the component up and doing the pat, pat, pat. But for today, I'm going to pull it all the way down and we are going to sweep and blend. And this is what she looks like. I chose the fair version. Like I said, I feel like this is going to be the best option for me. And this little mirror is very interesting. It has like clear right here and then a tiny mirror. I honestly don't know how helpful that would actually be for people. But I think that it is pretty cool because you get to have the experience of seeing the foundation through the clear part. So it's kind of cool. I don't know how much of this. It's my dogs thought that somebody was coming in. I don't know if I'm liking it. I don't know if I'm doing something wrong or not. Okay. It doesn't look like it's actually doing anything. Well, we're gonna keep trying. I trust Emily Noel. She says it's great. So we're gonna keep trying. I will say, compared to my Bare Minerals pressed foundation, I'm liking this better. I like the fact that this powder from Bare Minerals comes with this sort of situation where you can swipe it and then swipe it on, and you get a lot more impact a lot faster with that than what I'm getting right now with this. Right now, I don't know. I feel like it's just kind of sitting on my skin, whereas the Bare Minerals does seem to become a little bit more one with my skin. So I think that I just need to continue to try to use this and figure out the way that I like it best and that it would fit me best. But I think that the shade was right. It's not a shade thing. It's a coverage thing, because like when I'm looking at my face, it looks splotchy. Like, yes, that's a sunspot or melasma, I have no idea. But things just look splotchy. Like, I couldn't get right here very well. Whereas with this type of sponge applicator from Bare Minerals, I can get in there really easy with that. And now that's covered, you know? Okay. Not super crazy about that at this moment, but I am going to, like I said, try it again with a different application method by using the fuller coverage option, because maybe that really is the thing that, you know, would fit me best. And I'm not sure if I should have already put this concealer on, so I hope that that doesn't mess everything up more than it already is, because it's not super crazy about it right now. The eyeshadow was nice. I did really like that. I do feel sometimes I get a little impatient with buildable things. Personally, I think I prefer something that gives me the look that I want faster. But I can appreciate the slow process of making a look, applying different layers, because then you can really kind of customize the application. You can customize the depth and dimension a lot better if you can build it up. So I do appreciate that, but I think my patience level would prefer something that is more coverage or more intense and more pigmented right off the bat. Okay, now I don't know. I'm all in all not liking even what my under eyes look like. I feel like my under eyes look darker than they normally do. Ooh, okay. It's gonna be okay. It's all gonna be okay. Again, this is my first time, and this is my first time to do a first impressions style video too. I'm going to use my bronzer from the Dollar Tree. It is the LA Colors matte bronzer. A little bit of this goes a really long way. And it has a waffle in it too. You can kind of see how I have done a very good job of using this up. You can really get some cool makeup at the Dollar Tree. I discovered that this year. 2021 was the year of me figuring out that drugstore makeup is pretty cool, and I like it. Okay, now we're going to do the pretty thing where we're going to add this Baked Blush and Brighten. It is a marbleized blush, and this set came with Tropic Hues as a satin finish. It says our silky smooth baked blush delivers the perfect radiant flush. Baked for 24 hours, the iconic marbleized powder adds fresh multi-dimensional color that blends beautifully on any skin tone. Sweep on the apples of your cheeks and blend outward. So the thing that's supposed to be really cool about this is that every blush and the bronzer and even this foundation is different from compact to compact because of the mixture of colors that you get. So I am excited about this. This one has a little bit of like lilac, mauve, pink, gold mixed into it. So it's very, very pretty. All right, here we go. Now, I just really haven't hardly met a blush that I didn't like. So I'm thinking that this is just going to like change my whole entire day and my whole attitude about what's been going on. I didn't really go too much into it, and really for the sake of like time, I was getting very frustrated, to be honest, about the fact that I hadn't gotten my stuff and it had been 3 weeks, and they had debited my account immediately before it even shipped, which is not normal. I think normally if you buy something online, they wait to debit your account. They'll put a hold on your account, but they'll wait to debit your account and like actually process the whole thing until it actually comes out. So that was very frustrating to have like no phone number to be able to call. The only way I was able to get a hold of anybody was through messaging, like email messaging. I couldn't even figure out how to work the chat because I never saw a chat option. I saw that there's supposed to be a chat option, but I never saw the chat. So that was super frustrating to message, to inquire, wait 24 hours, sometimes more, for a response. And the response just being, well, we need you to be patient because it's just taking a long time. And I don't like that. Anyway, needless to say, I am not a fan of the communication between the company and the people that are buying the products. Okay, now we're going to do a highlighter. And this is a little highlighter. I love it. It's so cute. And in comparison to like the blush compact, this is the highlighter. So it's a lot smaller, but that's fine because you don't use you don't use that much highlighter. This is the famous French Vanilla. And it says our cult favorite low glow highlighter brings a touch of subtle radiance anywhere you want to brighten up. Each is baked for 24 hours to create the rich, creamy formula that delivers a brightening, youthful look. Sweep on your cheekbones, inner corner of your eye, cupid's bow. Ooh, yeah, we're going to just put this all over our face. We're going to be so beautiful. So this is it. And I'm very, very excited. There's a little bit of dustiness in that one. And I haven't really been wearing highlighter much this year, so that's part of the reason why I wanted to get this one, because Emily had talked about how it's just a glow more than like a super intense highlight. I don't really like need a super intense highlight because I have a lot of texture on my skin, like I've said before, getting the fine lines and stuff like that. And you know, I don't need to draw attention to the fine lines. I need to be covering them up. What I did was just wiped off that brush, that flat brush, and now I'm going to try to pop it into the inner corner, but my inner corner is just always so dark anyway that I honestly don't know. I did put it a little bit on my cupid's bow, and we're going to like, oh, I can tell a little difference there. We're going to do just a little bit up here. Maybe that'll kind of help me to be liking all of this a little bit more. Again, the foundation is just something that I'm going to have to figure out. And yeah, it'll be okay. Now, I'm not going to do my brows because I don't care. I'm going to the Dollar Tree. I'm just doing this for you guys and for myself. Now, the last thing that I got was a lipstick. It's so pretty. The compact, or the little like, you know, tube is so pretty. It has the LG right here. So pretty. And it is the shade Modern Classic Cream Pink Passion, which I love the way that it's shaped. It's flat, so I feel like it really goes in your lip lines and hugs your lip lines a lot easier than the normal bullet style. All right, oh, here we go. And I already put this on and I liked it a lot. And I think it'll go good with a lot of the lip liners that I have. And I just did an order from Ulta with a bunch of like ColourPop lip products and lip liners and stuff. So I'm excited to try to use those things together. All right, let me put a little bit of mascara on. Normally I would curl my eyelashes, but again, it doesn't matter. I'm just going to use my Lash Princess from Essence. I have really kind of transitioned over to tubing mascaras, but because I don't care if the smudges are flakes because it's just going to be going off in a couple of hours. I'm just going to use this. I find that tubing mascaras really work best for me. I have watery eyes and kind of like oily under eye. I don't know. I just have a really big problem with my mascaras running all right in that area, and that's just no fun. It's no fun to be out and about and needing to be like rubbing things away. So this is my finished look. I am excited to continue to learn to love the foundation, and maybe now that I have everything together and put on my face, it looks fine in the camera, but when I was looking at it up close, I could definitely see parts of it that I just wasn't super crazy about. One thing I'm not for sure is, like, this is a creamy primer and this is a cream to powder formula. So, I mean, obviously they're supposed to go together, but maybe I did something wrong. So I'm just, you know, excited to continue to use them. I do enjoy the color story of this eyeshadow palette, and I think that I like my look. You know, it's me. It's very basic and boring and neutral, and I think that I'm going to have a lot of fun with it because I like boring and neutral things. If you watch my channel, that is me. Now, the blush, again, you can't go wrong with any kind of blush, and I really do like this highlighter. I feel like it did just the right job of adding a little bit of life to my face, but without being like sparkly and like creating like more crevices deep in within my skin. And the lipstick has a very smooth, creamy formula. There's no taste or fragrance in it. And it is very lovely. And I think it'll go great with that eyeshadow palette. Thank you so much for watching all the way through. If you did, let me know in the comments if you've ever tried Laura Geller. What is your favorite thing from Laura Geller? What should I try next? Perhaps from a different, maybe like from QVC Laura Geller instead of their direct website. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in another video. Bye.